case you haven't been involved from the beginning or you're not, back in 2006, well, started long before that, but in 2006 the comprehensive relicensing agreement for the Catawba Watery was signed. There were 70 stakeholders involved. That included North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission, of course McDowell County, and Duke Energy. And essentially that agreement laid out the roadmap for the overall operation of the Catawba Watery, but also specifically for us, really the roadmap for recreational implementation and management across the entirety of the system. So for us, that ranges from James all the way down to Watery. And it got pretty specific. It identified the facilities that would be constructed, how they would be managed, and then also identified these kinds of partnerships that we're working with today. And so that agreement told us that we were going to come to Black Bear Access Area, which is an existing recreation site. The boat ramp has been here for many years. We hear stories a lot about people who they've been using this generationally to get on Lake James and access the water. But it also identified some additional improvements that were going to come to this site. And so that includes a fishing pier to be built by NCWRC. It includes day use picnic facilities, a picnic shelter, associated restrooms and support facilities, trails that would be located on the property and trailheads for those. It also identified what would happen in the campground area. So 38 campsites are being constructed. Those will also have support facilities like a picnic shelter and tables, a bathhouse, a remote vault toilet facility that are going to come. We broke ground on this project last year. We know it's a long time after that CRA was signed, 2006, long before my time here at Duke Energy. But we had some delays. The license was issued in 2015, and we kicked this project off last year, mid-year actually, right, for the parking lot. So this project has been phased really into two parts. So we have the boat ramp area. If you're a user of this site, you might remember that there were some bumps, we'll call them bumps, down by the boat ramp, maybe some divots. And so there was a large project there to repair that area and ensure that it is usable for a long time. We know it's a valued resource for boaters that are getting on Lake James to recreate, but we've also learned that it's a valuable resource for fire departments who fill trucks there, EMS who use it as a pretty common access point for the lake. We learned that this upper parking lot is used as a helicopter evacuation point for the community. So ensuring that this was in good condition moving forward was really an important part of that project. If you're familiar with the project, you probably know we have a vault toilet that will go into this lower parking lot, and that's going to occur later this spring. With wrapping up that project, we were really excited to move to the new portion of the project implementation. And so that's where we get in. There's a separate entrance to that area. That's where our day use facilities will be located down by the water, that picnic shelter, the trailhead, and the NCWRC fishing pier that's going to be constructed. And then that campground is going into construction now. So we're early in that phase. They're in a clearing. The first part of the project is the clearing and establishing access into that site. But we're all very excited about what that project's going to look like on completion. So we cannot express enough how much we value the partnerships that exist here on this site today. So NCWRC, McDowell County from a construction and a long-term leasing and management aspect of the site. It's just really phenomenal that we can all come together and improve the recreational access to this project, to Lake James. We were talking earlier, it's not just about boat access anymore. You know, people want to access the lake, they want to recreate for all types of different types of recreation. So day use picnicking, all types of things like that. So we're excited about this project. We're excited that you joined us here today. We thank you for your time. We will see everybody at a large ribbon cutting celebrating the opening and completion, hopefully at the end of this year. So at this point, I'll turn it over to